Hey everybody, Howie here with Mr.Furious Audio and the band Mars Lights. I wanted to do something a little different with this video and show you how I combined some pedals, some that I made, some that I bought, to put together and come up with the sounds for a song that we're working on recording. That song has a working title of MF Drive, and you'll see why in a second. But I'm just going to talk through what I did to put these sounds together, what I was hoping to accomplish, and then I'll play through the song, condensing the sections so it'll be shorter than the recording, but it'll show you all the different changes I make and hopefully kind of illustrate how I think about designing sound to record a particular song. This is not my live pedal board. We're going to ignore the OC20 and the Pog. I use those for a bass synth when we play live, but this is just a set of pedals I put together for recording this one particular song. This song, as you can tell from the working title, MF Drive, it's all about the sound of the Moog MF Drive. I wrote these set of riffs the day I got this pedal. If you're around Lawrence, Kansas, I got it from Joe from Narcolark. Great project, great guy. But so I dimed out the gain on the MF Drive. I wrote these riffs, and so preserving that sound and kind of showcasing that sound of the MF Drive just blasting is I designed all this other sound around that and wanting to highlight that. So that's always on. There is a section where I switch it out of a loop, but so it's always on. I use the Mr.Furious Audio Kingman, and I've got two of them stacked up here. To cut the volume in front of the MF Drive, it's like rolling back the volume knob on the guitar. Except these have an adjustable treble bleed circuit built into them, so we can preserve some treble that you might not get if you just roll back the volume on the guitar. I've got a Boss LS2 line selector here. It's toggling between two loops. The first loop that the song starts out with is the MF Drive and the Eventide Timefactor, set for a pretty subtle slapback and quarter note delay. The second loop has the Mr.Furious Audio Falcon drive. I'm in JFET mode with full mids. And then the Ibanez DE7 for delay. And that's for a little bit more of a lead section. I wanted a more mid-forward sound. The idea for that sound is actually the Top Gun theme. We're certainly not trying to mimic that sound exactly, but that's kind of the inspiration to take something like that sound, that epic 80s kind of sound, and cram it into this track that doesn't sound like that at all. So the signal chain goes tuner, Kingman, line selector, loop 1, MF Drive and Timefactor, loop 2, Falcon drive, and DE7. This is all going into an orange AD30, the modern channel with the preamp gain really low, so it's about as clean as that amp can get. And it's going into a vintage Sun 2x12. That's not the cab I'll record this song on, but it's what I have at home. I'll be recording this song on an orange 4x12. And the orange cab will smooth out and roll off a little bit of the upper mids. That's a little bit too gritty on this recording with the Sun cab. But the point definitely comes across. I've also got the Moog expression pedal plugged into the MF Drive controlling the filter, and there's a little part on the chorus where I'll sweep that filter down and back up. In the recording it'll land in between the vocals, so there'll be a little call and response there between the vocal and that filter sweep, but in this little demo you won't hear the vocal, obviously. So I hope you enjoy this demo. If you like this kind of demo, let me know and I'll make more of these demos. I also want to get Drew involved in doing demos like this because he has a lot more, I think, to say. Maybe less to say, but certainly a lot more to teach you and a lot of interesting stuff in terms of how he thinks about sound, how he thinks about stacking pedals and using different pedals to create his sounds. So I hope you enjoy this. Let me know. Thanks for watching.